Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Biracial Circus. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm really excited about. It is Biracials or Exoticals in historical films. I'm going to be talking about three movies in particular. The first one being Bella. It's an excellent film, one of my favorites. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but just, it's a beautiful historical reenactment. The costumes are great. I used to be into costume design. I thought that's what I wanted to do for a living at one point. I just love the dresses and just the femininity of the fabrics. And this is a beautiful film. It's well made, well written. It's about a beautiful biracial slash exotical girl whose father is from an affluent family, and her mother tragically dies when she's young, and her father takes her back to live with his white English family, and then he dies in the war, and then she has to navigate the rest of her life in high society while still being treated differently. And it's very good. I feel it's child appropriate, in my opinion. So it's something, that the whole family can enjoy. Um, you know, the second one being The Courage to Love. Beautiful film, long film. Just a little bit of, just a little bit of background on it without giving away the movie, because I really want you to see this one. This one, the costumes are even better than the first one. It's a little bit older of a film, but I still love it. It's about a beautiful woman who, lives in the South, and her father is white and her mother is biracial. And so she's multi-generationally mixed, which I feel like is important. The film, it really touches down on the Octroon balls that happened around 1805 in the South, primarily Louisiana. And it really touches down to like the culture of that. There's a lot of religion in it, a lot of Catholicism, and it's a beautiful film. It's family appropriate, and it's very well written. Not too much, adult content in it, so I feel it's family appropriate, and it's beautifully done. Everyone in it is very good looking, and it's a great movie. And I highly suggest you go watch. The third and last one being A Feast for All Saints. This is an excellent film. Its total running time is just about 3 hours long. It is a commitment, but it is a gorgeous film. And it too, just like number two in this video, just like number two, it does revolve around the Octroon balls in the South. It's very French. It's very historically accurate. It's a little bit slow at times. So, you really have to commit. Maybe you break it into like 3 sections and watch it over the course of a couple days, or you just binge the whole thing, just balls to the wall, just watch the whole thing, which is what I did. It made me cry. It does have some, adult content in it. Nothing too, nothing too bad or anything like that. But to me, it was an upsetting film. It was kind of one of those movies that's so good, but it's upsetting. It's not something you should just watch over and over again. But it is, it's our history, as biracials. It's our history as being multi-generationally mixed. It's, history, if you're, of Creole descent. It's, I feel this film is very important, and I love talking about it. I love watching it. And yeah, I just wanted to make a video just to show 3, historical movies with, that speak about biracials, and it's films for us, and it's important that we watch them, share them, so they'll make more of them. Because I don't know. I mean, I love, seeing, beautiful, biracial or just exotic looking women in historical films. It's very neat to see, women that look like myself represented in historical film. I know that when I was modeling, I always wanted to do like the historical reenactment shoots and stuff like that. But I couldn't unless I wanted to take like a more, literally they wanted to photograph me as a slave in the background of some of these shoots, which was kind of upsetting, and I would turn them down, especially, I just couldn't. There wasn't an amount they could pay me. I wanted something that showcased me in, not necessarily a rule of authority, but, just a sense of grace and power, just kind of like these films, the way these women are being filmed in these films. That's how I wanted to see myself in doing historical modeling. I did, and this is just a little bit of side note, just a little bit of story time. I, on one of my shoots, one of the photographers who I really liked, very nice man, he wanted to do a historical reenactment shoot. And I told him, before you even tell me the subject, let me tell you, I got a notification, sorry. I don't do, from lack of a better words, the mammy archetype. Like, I'm not going to be in the background, scrubbing the floors and stuff like that. I can't, I just won't. I can't and won't. And, he said, oh, no, I understand. We're going to do something very pretty, very nice. We're going to, photograph you as like a voodoo queen of Louisiana. It's going to be really tasteful. And he showed me references. I was like, cool, that works for me. Love it. Love the outfits. Let's do it. And to his credit, he made me some really beautiful pictures, but he kind of did your girl dirty a little bit. One of the pictures, so he would take multiple pictures of models and then Photoshop them in together. So it would look like a whole scene, even though no one else was there, but you at the time. He would, put everybody in together to create a story. And he did it in a very cool and artistic way. It didn't look cheesy or anything like that. But with that being said, he had photographed me and put me over a Louisiana historical cemetery. And he had photoshopped a little boy in there with me that was playing at my feet. And he probably looks exactly like a child I would probably have in the future. I mean, he looked like my son in the picture. We looked very much alike. He fixed his features to where we looked very, very similar. He's very talented. And he also photoshopped, a Southern man, a white man, in there with us, looking very authoritative. And, there was 2 pictures, no, actually 3, that he had photoshopped of the 3 of us as a family in there. And the way that we were photographed, and from what I can, know from history and historical reenactments and these films, is he was trying to portray that, I was, an octroon that he had met at a ball, because there was a ballroom in the background, and this was our illegitimate son. I felt like it's like, you ever have something, you can't prove it. You have no, if you pop off and you act crazy, you're just going to look crazy, because, there's just enough truth there to where you can't really, you know what I'm saying. I was hot. I was upset, but on the other hand, I had these great pictures that I did like. And so I kind of, I sucked it up, but I said, never again, no more historical reenactment shoots. But I said that all to say, goodness, that's a long walk around a short block, that I love these films. I love how they portray us as biracial women. There's a lot of class in them. There's a lot of, sadness in them as well. And there's a lot of history in them, and they're important. And these films are very important, and I want to share them with you. And if you have any films that you would like us to know about, please put them in the comments, because then we can all watch them. And I'm going to definitely be making a part 2, so maybe I'll mention your suggestions in there. All right. Have a great week.